Well, we had a hit called Keep On Dancing, and after that was in the charts, we released a song called We Can Make Music, which I think sold about 5 copies. And so after that, we released about four different songs which never reached the charts in England. So we were doing sort of one night stands at ballrooms, doing different nightclubs and universities, and like every night of the week we were sort of on stage, and we just roughed it. We used to drive about in a van, and we had a mattress in the back of a van, and eventually some of the members of the group got a bit fed up with not having any money, and they were really tired. So around about late 1973, we released a song called Remember, and at that time the lineup was Alan, Derek, Leslie, Woody, and myself, and so Remember got to number 6 in the charts. And then when I was in the charts, Woody joined us. Another guy left the group, and Woody came in, and then things really sort of started to happen in ballrooms. So all the girls started to scream at us, and and we started to get more and more work. And then we released a song called Shang-a-Lang, which got to number 2 in England. And that song really sort of sealed it for us in England, because the girls started to go crazy and jump on stage and went. And so, and around summer 1974, we done our first British major concert tour, and that was crazy. The girls used to. We had to stop the show every 5 minutes. There was girls fainting, and they were given oxygen, and there was ambulance men being knocked down. And, the whole tour was just crazy, and it sort of hit the headlines in Britain. And then.
The girls you like? Type of girls I like the kind of girls that come to see us in concert. The ones that wear the same clothes as us, and the kind of girls I don't like is what we call posers, which is girls that think they're better than other girls, and dress up really fancy, big flopping eyelashes and everything. That's like a nice plain girl, and girls that wear the same stuff as us and come to the concerts.
You know that one? I like that song. It's got good memories for me, but I'm not telling you which they are. And the kind of girls I like are nice plain girls like Derek. But I've got
I'm not a girl.
I've got a special attraction to Japanese girls. I love them. Drive me wild. What?
Have you ever seen Japanese girls next door?
Yeah. We've saw them in London and in Edinburgh. They come over, and you're always looking at them, and
Funny enough, when we were recording in Toronto, there's a lot of Japanese people there, and there's a lot of Japanese girls used to wait outside the studio for us and everything, and they're really nice. I don't know why it is in Toronto, but there's a lot of Japanese people there. It's good.
Do you have any girlfriends?
No, we don't have any steady girlfriends at all, because it would be a bit unfair on the girls, because we do so much travelling around the world, and if you had a girlfriend, you'd have to leave her at home, and then you would never see each other for months, and it would just fall through anyway. So we're still looking. We're all going to get married to Japanese girls.
How about Leslie?
Well, I think I would get married to a Japanese girl. I really do. Beautiful they are. Beautiful.
How did you get into the Bay City Rollers?
Well, when the Bay City Rollers came to Belfast to play, doing a concert, we were their support act. I was in a group called the Young City Stars, and then I rang Tom one day, and Tom said to me that he was getting a young group together, and would I like to be part of it? And I said, yeah, great, because I had been thinking about some time of leaving the Young City Stars. So I went over to Scotland to live, and Eric and Woody at that time were doing some demos in recording studios, and he said, would you like to go into them? And I said, yeah, great. So I went into the studios with Eric and Woody, and Eric said, do you fancy singing Money Honey? I said, yeah. So I went in and played the guitar and sang Money Honey. And then when we went back to the house, later on that night when we were by ourselves, Tom said to me, he said, how would you like to join the Bay City Rollers? And I went, well, I said, how many sugar do you take in your tea? Because I was making tea at the time. And he said, no, I'm serious. I don't know whether I answered him or not. I was just really so overcome by the shock. It took him about 2 hours later of talking to me to tell me that it was true, because I just thought he was telling fibs. I couldn't
What do you
believe it.
think of Bay City Rollers before you get into the members of Bay City Rollers and after you became a member?
Before I was a member of the Bay City Rollers, I used to be a fan of the Rollers. I was in their fan club, and I wore their gear, and I went, well, we played before them, we supported them, so we were really lucky. And I really liked the Rollers. I thought they were a great group. And then when I finally got into them, it's twice as good being part of the group.